Guys that send unsolicited *CK pics? What is the final goal? What's the game plan? I have a photo of a saved, very large one. I'm a woman. When I get one sent to me, I send that photo back and say mine's bigger. I've never had a response. Maybe they think they are playing a numbers game. Maybe for every 100 no's, they get one yes. Honestly, I would be shocked if it worked that way, but maybe that's the thought process. I think this Joker quote sums it up quite well. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. I don't do this, but I've heard that it's generally because men subconsciously assume that a sex pic is welcome because they themselves would always welcome a sex pic from the person they're sending it to. Same reason for catcalling. As a former dumbass teenager, we like sexy pics. We want a screen that is nothing but bit eyes every second of the day. We fail to realize that women do not want that at all. We naturally kind of assume that you'll like what we like, which generally isn't the case. In the last few years I've stopped sending dick pics altogether, and it has worked wonders. Women seem to enjoy the mystery a little more than we guys do. Stop with the dick pics, gentlemen. I don't really think there is a plan to speak of. Usually just to annoy my wife with them. I usually do an edit and put random hats on it and draw faces. Once I made a spaceship out of it. There is one surefire way to always have dick pics accepted, and it has literally never even once failed for me. Wait for them to fucking ask. Asterisk. When a guy sends a dick pic, they think they're being kind, because they themselves would be absolutely delighted to receive a vag or tit pic. It's like when your cat brings you dead things. I like to ask the dudes if they have noticed how tiny their dick is and have they noticed the syphilis all over it? Provocation. They want to elicit a response. Doesn't matter if it's positive response. They get off on a little power trip knowing that they have provoked the recipient victim into a reaction. There might be a few morons out there that genuinely expect to get laid that way, but I doubt it's the majority. Worst thing for them is no response at all. So, I've never gone through with sending any dick pics, but I've contemplated a few times. The thing that made me want to do it is that I think if I sent it, the recipient would immediately be turned on and reciprocate with pictures of her naked. I have an average size penis, a slightly below average body, and I honestly have no clue where I'm supposed to trim my pubs to. It would be like sending someone a picture of a Honda Civic, but the top half is waxed and the bottom half has mud on it. Someone liking it and taking them up on the offer, reciprocation, sex, sexting, or simply for morbid gratification. As a gay man, I've never not been pleased to receive a dick pic, though sometimes the dick in question can end the conversation. The goal is clearly sex. Perhaps sometimes more, but at least sex. I think this whole sending an unsolicited dick pic is at heart a case of how men objectify themselves. The belief that you can attract a woman by relegating your whole existence to just a part of you that society has put so much emphasis on and how it relates to masculinity. It's internalized misandry. It's sad and disrespectful to men, really. It is simple as men thinking women will be so impressed that they have to get some of it. It's a lot like catcalling. They have a fetish or find it amusing to provoke women into giving them a response. Even if you say something negative, it does something for them knowing that you opened it and saw it. While I don't send them, they are thinking they can get the other person interested enough to want to hook up. Mostly just boredom, and it's never really at random either. I send them to people who are looking for hookups. Maybe my dick would interest them, and usually oftentimes I hold a conversation about sex and then share my dick to see if they'd want to take it to the bedroom. A digital version of a flasher?